Hey, it is my 262nd daily reading, and I am reading out of Quiet Mind 1 Minute Retreats from a Busy World by David Coates. And the title of this section is called The Friend of Silence. God cannot be found in noise and restlessness. God is the friend of silence. From Mother Teresa of Calcutta. So there's a lot of new information coming out about Mother Teresa, so that might be, she's kind of controversial. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna have to look it up because I'm not getting into it any further. So hopefully this doesn't offend anyone, but usually the messages are good even if you don't prefer who the messages are coming from. For Mother Teresa, or Teresa, activity did not lead to God. Silence did. The point to consider is what leads you to an attitude of prayer, to making contact with the divine. Here are some questions to ponder. What kind of silence speaks to you of God? There are many kinds of silences. I can imagine that for some, perhaps for you, the roar of the ocean or even the hum of urban noise is a kind of silence that can lead to God. Is it the silence that comes from the tumult of a storm, from the roar of the surf, or do you prefer the deeper quiet of a forest glade? Who encourages you to an attitude of silence or prayer? A friend? A saint? Officially canonized or not? Where do you feel most quiet or most open to the divine? At home? In a church? Perhaps a museum or a park? What are some personal links to prayer? A book or image? A place? Sacred texts? For Mother Teresa, activity did not lead to God. Silence did. But it is also obvious that the God she encountered in silence led her to remarkable activity. This is a fine example of the truth that the reason for stopping is going. Spending time doing nothing creatively and on purpose, giving your spiritual values opportunity to present and urgent to you, has the result of prioritizing your whole life. It clarifies and motivates. It can move you to magnificent activity. Today, find some silence in which to spend some moments. Now, God doesn't mean the same thing to all of us. Some of us may not even like using the word God when we describe how we view spirituality, perhaps our higher power, spirit, universe, could be different for everyone. However, what I will say is true for most of us is that silence leads us to the God that is within ourselves. That's how I believe. God is within me, the higher power, the source, creative energy is a part of me, and I access that through silence. Many people call it meditation. Some people do prayer and have that a part of their silence. So, regardless of the words, you can usually take the meaning from these readings and apply them to yourselves in a positive way. And I hope that you're able to do that with this one in particular. So, I'm sending out love, light, and healing energy. Ask that you pay it forward and pass it on. Until next time, peace. Later.